Two people have died and two more are fighting for their lives after Albuquerque police say a truck barreled down a road, smashing into a car. It happened just before midnight on Rio Grande in front of the Albuquerque hotel. Albuquerque police say two people hopped out of the truck after it T-boned a sedan, causing it to flip over. 4 people were inside the car. Police say 2 have died and the other 2 are in critical condition in the hospital. Police did find the pair that ran from the truck, which had been reported stolen in a nearby neighborhood. They're in custody now. Albuquerque police have Rio Grande between Belima and Mountain closed off while they investigate. Police say alcohol was a factor in the crash. And the Albuquerque police officer who shot and killed a suspected car thief is now on paid leave. Officer Jeremy Deere was given desk duty after the shooting of 19-year-old Mary Hawks in March. Deere did not record it on his lapel camera. APD claims Deere's leave is not related to Hawks' case. We spoke with his attorney, who says it's over violating the department's lapel camera procedures. KRQE News 13 discovered Officer Deere has had at least 3 excessive force complaints filed against him. He didn't turn his camera on during those arrests either. Deere faces a hearing soon on the issue where he could get a letter of reprimand or be fired. More evidence coming out shows how sick Myron May was before he left New Mexico and eventually went on a shooting spree in the Florida State Library. May was a prosecutor in Las Cruces until just 6 weeks ago. A month ago, right before he moved back to Florida, one of his neighbors complained that he threw a huge rock at her window in the middle of the night. Apparently, he thought neighbors were laughing at him for watching porn. He also heard voices in his bathroom. Yesterday, investigators were intercepting and examining packages May sent to about 9 friends before the shooting.
Maybe he was sending us a manifesto, or I don't know what he was sending. What we hope is in the package is why he chose to do this.
Postal inspectors reportedly told that friend there's nothing dangerous in the package. May, a Florida State grad, shot and wounded 2 students and a library worker before police showed up and fatally shot him. President Obama has signed 2 memos setting his unilateral immigration changes in motion. Speaking at Del Sol High School in Las Vegas yesterday, the president said he had no choice but to act. Outside, however, protesters accused the president of breaking the law. The new rules benefit 11 million undocumented immigrants across the country. Those who qualify will receive 3 years of protection from deportation and work permits of equal duration. This is for adults and children who have lived in America for at least 5 years and have no criminal record. To qualify for a work permit, an adult must have a child legally living in the U.S. and pay a registration fee and all future taxes. About 23,000 undocumented immigrants in New Mexico live with at least one child who's a U.S. citizen. Immigrant rights groups are reaching out to people all around the state, letting them know how this would impact them. Supporters gathered at a rally yesterday saying they're pleased but want more.
This is not a permanent fix. This is a temporary executive order, and we need to keep organizing and we need to keep working to ensure that we get permanent, comprehensive immigration reform that takes care of all our families and that respects our rights as people.
Not everyone in New Mexico is happy with the plan. Governor Susana Martinez says it lacks common sense and is not an act of compassion. $100,000 worth of items have been stolen from a couple of popular lingerie stores in Albuquerque. Now police say they've busted the group behind it. Investigators say the group stole the merchandise from Victoria's Secret over the last few months. They include the store in Cottonwood Mall and the one at the Coronado Center. APD says the arrests are part of an active shoplifting ring. And it's a clever way to catch crooks, and 3 men fell for it. APD says they were getting several reports of auto burglaries near the foothills, so they set up a bait car there. Earlier this month, someone took the bait. Detectives arrested Mario Sandoval, Anthony Valencia, and Carlos Cano in connection to the burglary. Brand new unemployment numbers are out for New Mexico, and there's good news. In October, unemployment dropped to 6.5%. That's down from 6.8% a year ago. The Workforce Solutions Department says education and health services led all industries. Together, they added 9,100 jobs to the state. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service suspects a pair of wolves spotted dragging away a doe last weekend north of Ruidoso were not Mexican greys. The Wildlife Service believes they were actually wolf hybrids or coyotes. Wolves have been reintroduced in New Mexico, but more than 200 miles from Ruidoso. The wolf program has been very controversial. Wolves have killed livestock and a few years ago wandered close to school bus stops in reserve. A New Mexico soldier who died while fighting in Iraq received a special honor.
We decided that making this room and dedicating it in Sergeant Alan Westbrook's honor would be appropriate.
That room is called the Room of Valor at the New Mexico National Guard Museum in Santa Fe. Marshal Alan Westbrook of Farmington was killed in 2005. To this day, he's the only soldier from State's Guard to have died while serving there. Officials say yesterday's dedication recognizes what Westbrook and his family gave up for our freedom.
Sergeant Westbrook and his family are some of those that sacrificed greatly for the citizens of New Mexico.
Westbrook was watching out for people on the streets of Baghdad when a roadside bomb exploded nearby. He left behind a wife and 5 children.